If you're trying to find a career where you can make 70K or more and you have no credentials, education, experience, or any background in something that you can genuinely have a career in, you should definitely look into breaking into tech. Now, if you don't want to spend a few years in school or a few years in a boot camp earning a certification or something like that, you should look on the sales side of things. Now, before you say, I don't want to do sales because I don't want commission, this role in particular pays commission and a base salary. So when I was starting off, it was a base salary of 60K and then an additional 15K. So I was making 75K total. Most people that become sales development representatives in the tech industry are averaging 75K. Now, you could become an account executive if you already have some sales experience. In an account executive role, the base salary is anywhere from 70 to 100K. Now, how I became an SDR with no experience is I was reaching out to people. So I understood that I could not get in a industry that I had no experience in or background in just by applying. And I had tried it my first 30 days. I applied to over 276 places, literally, and I got zero back. I think I got maybe a few interviews, and those interviews were terrible. They were for terrible roles. I was just blindly applying and didn't realize like the quality of roles I was applying to. So once I figured out, okay, only apply to roles paying a base salary of 60, great. Now, how the heck do I get an interview for them? Because they're not going to look at my resume. My resume was always overlooked, especially with like application tracking systems and stuff like that. People aren't even reading my resume. So that's when I figured out, okay, why don't I leverage this tool called a CRM? There are many CRMs out there. There are HubSpot, Salesforce, Apollo, you name it. There's a bunch out there. Google it, YouTube it, learn more about it. What it does is it gives you access to phone numbers, to emails, and that is a privilege that most people don't realize, because if you had a Rolodex of all the right people to reach out to, then you'd probably be reaching out to them and speaking to them. That's exactly what I did. That was my virtual Rolodex, a CRM. It gave me access to all the phone numbers and emails that I needed to. And I started networking and I started reaching out to people. I started reaching out to people who I thought would be the right person to speak to in regards to the hiring process. And if they weren't, they would point me in the right direction, or I would learn the structure of the organization. Like, okay, well, recruiters aren't the right people to reach out to. Maybe talent acquisition is, or talent acquisition is, maybe the hiring manager is, etc. And then I would learn who to reach out to, who to call, what to say most importantly, and I would literally be scheduling my own interviews. I'll do it through email, I'll do it through DM, and I would do it through, calling. Also, believe it or not, I would text if that was like my last Hail Mary. If they didn't pick up my phone calls, my emails, my DMs, and I would literally get interviews that way as well. So like exercising multiple channels of communication was how I got my foot in the door into an industry, specifically the tech industry, where I had no business being in, but I really, really wanted to get into it and I wanted to start a great career. And I think most people can do that with any industry.